Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
What I think of Bronny? I think Bronny's a pro, bro. Like Bronny has outperformed a lot of his peers, and like the people in Sierra Canyon, because earlier that day it was the Pelicans versus the Grizzlies, and off the bench for the Grizzlies, I think he was off the bench was Amari Bailey. Bronny's former teammate at Sierra Canyon. And what happened with that jump? Amari was just like didn't stand out. Was just another player on the court. It was like I was watching the Hawks today, the Hawks and the Miami Heat, and Kyra Lewis was on the team, right, for Miami. And I was like, who is this dude? Like, he looks familiar. He's got a gray spot in his braids, and they showed the back of his jersey and it said Lewis. I said, that's Kyra Lewis Jr. Oh, snap, bro. Like, I remember him reacting to him coming into the league and everything like that, and kind of having high hopes for him. And he was like a big name in college. And just to see like these guys go from place to place, bounce around no man's land, just kind of existing in the league. Like, that's Bronny's, you know what I'm saying, his peers, the people he was drafted with, the people who was drafted in the range that he was drafted in, the people that went to school and played along the same programs with him. I remember who was the guy they were talking about? It was Boogie, right? Boogie Ellis, where I think he was like, I don't know if it was Boogie Ellis, bro, but it was one of them players, right? That was like, this dude averaged 20 points on the same team with on the same team with Bronny. How much he averaged? How much Boogie Ellis averaged at USC? Per game. He averaged 16.5 points a game. They was like, Bronny only averaged 5 points or 8 points, whatever it was at USC, right? Okay, let's see what Boogie Ellis has actually done in the NBA. He averaged 9.3 points in the G League, bro. Bronny averaged in the G League. Bronny in the G League averaged 21 points a game, dog. You know what I'm saying? And 5 and 5. So it's like he's outperforming a lot of the people that go in his range and a lot of his peers and stuff like that. And I think people need to keep that perspective with Bronny of like expectation. Don't have the expectation of Bronny being freaking LeBron James or Bronny being the guy that gets the how you say it, media attention, the media coverage, because that's just not fair. Bronny looks a lot better compared to last year, 100%. But Bronny, I knew he was going to come along because I saw him in high school, and in high school, he was patient. He could read the game well, and he let the game come to him. He's kind of like Paige Beckers, but he's like athletic out the wazoo. And that obviously came from his dad because he's a shorter dude. Like, he only like 6'2", 6'3", but he's like can jump out the gym, dog. Block shots come out of nowhere, like alley oops out of nowhere. Bronny used to stream. He used to stream. I don't know if he still does after like rookie year, because he said like he like the social media comments and stuff like that and media's comments about him, it started to get to his mind mentally. So I think after that, he started to take a step back because he used to be best friends with Aiden Ross. That's how Aiden Ross actually got famous. Aiden Ross was playing 2K on the circuit online with Bronny James. And one day they won a big wager. Bronny went to the bathroom. LeBron came in and he picked up the headset and said, "What's up, bro?" He said, "Is that LeBron?" He said, "Is that LeBron?" And the clip went viral. And that's how Aiden Ross got famous. Crazy. Aiden Ross went from that to like a billionaire now in the span of 6 years? It's crazy. Dalton Connect, though, is a good player for the Lakers. There's something about him that hasn't been unlocked. Thing about Dalton, he a ball hog, bro. Dalton Connect is a ball hog, but like I get it, man. You get drafted next to Bronny getting all the attention. You like, man, hey, I'm trying to keep my roster spot. I feel it, Dalton. Bronny will at least have a decent career. Yeah. I think Bronny's going to be a good bet. He's going to last a little long. After looking at this roster for the Mavericks, though, they're trying to create big and tall lineup so they'll have better defensive team. I can see what Nico meant through though by defense. Yeah, I think you guys have a like you. I remember the stream a couple streams ago. It might have been a week ago or so, and you were telling me to bench. I was like, yo, y'all might have the best. And they were talking about on 522 later, when they were talking about you guys' second unit. I was like, man, they might have the best bench in the league, dog. But y'all second five can be a legitimate starting five for the Charlotte Hornets when LaMelo's out. All due respect to Brandon Miller, them boys, and Miles Bridges, but yeah, man. All right. Let me see. But yeah. To put a cap on Nico, okay, Boomer Girl. I want to say, what do I want to say? Yeah, man. The normies, quote unquote, wanting to do streaming and wanting to enter this world of the internet that has been occupied and is kind of home to the quote unquote nerds has always been a thing. It's just transferred over from YouTube now to streaming. That's all it is. Rashad, what do you think about Luka, Reeves, LeBron, and Ayton? Is that enough to challenge the Thunder? Heck no. Lakers in trouble, bro. I think the Lakers in trouble. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, facts. Economy is crap. Money is drying up, and the streamers are feeling it. That's not a chalky. A challenge. I said a chalky. A challenge. Nah. The Lakers are. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the Lakers. They're in a weird spot because you gave up pretty much your future assets to get Luka Doncic, right? LeBron's on his way out. He might force his way out. Like he might get traded. Like I don't know what the Lakers are doing. They're kind of like in no man's land. I feel like they're like in no man's land. And Ayton was literally signed just because like LeBron and Luka have been crying, we need a center. And they said, here you go, DeAndre Ayton, shut up. Here, Dame. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. They just the Lakers are in trouble, bro. They got hot last year after the Luka trade when Luka came back from his injury and they had Luka and Bron, but then like it went right back to reality in the playoffs. I just don't know with them. The streamers aren't really creative. Nate, we have this talk all the time. And there is a creativity to be like what Kai does, bro. You got to think. You're entertaining 100,000 people for 4 hours straight. No commercial breaks. Like sometimes he goes to the bathroom or whatever. That's it. Sometimes he might go off camera to take a phone call. Like that's it. And he's keeping them engaged by like just sitting at his desktop. Like that takes a certain talent. Now, some streamers are more creative than others, 100%. But I definitely think it's like it takes something.
Rashad, why
anyway.
You didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother. What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.